That's enough, thanks. Oh, it's great to see everybody here. My God. Some people here know me. The rest of you might recognize me by now. I'm the guy in a bar or a club that everybody asks to watch their stuff while they go off and do something else. Kind of like I'm going to do anything about it if someone decides to mess with their crap, right? And then, of course, it happens. A guy comes back from talking to the girls. His stuff is gone. And he's copying an attitude with me, like it's supposed to be my problem. He says, hey, I asked you to watch my stuff. I say, yeah, I am watching your stuff. See the bunch of people back there, leather jackets, biker-looking types? See the big, huge one in the middle with the tattoos chewing on a Harley? She's got your stuff. Okay? Not my problem. So people have been pretty agitated about this Roe versus Wade question. And let me say, I got to go with Roe on this one. Stay in the boat, keep pulling on those oars. Wade, you're just going to get your pants all wet, green, slimy stuff wrapped around your ankles. Roe, definitely a way to go. No, I know what that thing is all about. And I got to say, I'm not pro-abortion. I'm not anti-abortion. I just think that what happens inside a person's body is nobody else's business. Oh, could have used you guys in Iowa a couple weeks ago. Got out of Dubuque just ahead of the tar and feathers. But most of the heat around that subject has to do with differing beliefs on when a human egg becomes a person. Now, some people believe that happens at conception, as soon as it's fertilized. Others believe it happens at birth. For others, it's somewhere in between or some other time altogether. Now, I'm Jewish. In our tradition, you become a person upon graduation from medical school. Up until then, you're just a random collection of cells. But they've been doing abortions again in Wisconsin since there was a court ruling about that. Now we just have to legalize weed, and there will be no reason for anyone to go to Illinois ever. I had some medical things going on the last couple of years. Had cataract surgery. Now, when I was first told I had cataracts, I thought, cool. I can fix this by smoking weed. Then I found out that's for a different eye thing, glaucoma. Smoked a bunch of weed anyway. Just in case. But then, a month later, I had to have prostate surgery. Now, when I was told... Yeah, I feel the same way, yeah. Now, when I was told that I had prostate cancer, I pretty much knew I couldn't fix it by smoking weed. Smoked a bunch of weed anyway. What could it hurt? But I discovered I know nothing about the prostate, except that it's located somewhere in the sex area. At least it used to be. Who knows where it is now? It's in a jar somewhere, I guess. But no idea what the prostate is for, what it does, other than grow cancers in elderly Jewish men. Now, after the surgery, my doctor told me that I may or may not be able to have erections and orgasms. And at this point in my life, I don't much care. If I were to get either one of those things, what would I do with it? That ship has sailed. It's like being told I may or may not have a good throwing arm. Like, the time when that might have mattered to anybody is long past. So you guys interested in environmental issues at all? Conservation, ecology, that kind of stuff? Yeah, I'm pretty lukewarm on it too. My problem is they have made it all so difficult to understand. I mean, global warming, climate change, ozone layers, polar ice caps, PFAS, PCBs, groundwater. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Carbon footprint. I thought a carbon footprint was what you get when you accidentally drop one of those multi-copy forms on the floor and step on it. Some jokes I just do for myself, okay? I don't need you people at all. But I think we'd get a lot further with the environment thing if they would just dumb it down a little bit for the rest of us. Because really what it amounts to is for everybody, individuals, corporations, countries, to simply clean up after themselves. In fact, I think you can boil the whole issue down to 4 words. Pick your shit up. Am I right? All right. I think we can get the environment thing going again right here, right now in this club. Okay, so everybody, just say with me on the count of 3, pick your shit up. Okay, ready for this? All right. 1, 2, 3.
Pick your shit up!
That was pretty weak, people. No, come on, really put your whole selves into it, because among other things, it's just fun to say. So, okay, one more time on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Pick your shit up!
All right, we'll save this goddamn planet whether it wants to be saved or not. Well, it has been brought to my attention that I'm older than dirt, and I know that, I accept it. I had a birthday, turned 69. 7 years ago. I just like the sound of that number. I guess you guys do too. But just to be clear, being 69 and doing 69 are pretty much mutually exclusive. I have enough trouble trying to do one thing at a time. That kind of acrobatics, trying to get the right part into the right place, forget it. But people ask me how I deal with getting old. And I tell them pretty much the same way I dealt with being young. Drugs. Of course, my preference in drugs has changed. Instead of marijuana, now it's Metamucil, which I find much harder to roll up. Nearly impossible to keep lit. I don't know how people use this stuff. But some of you may be thinking that you're getting old, and so as a public service, I do have some helpful hints, guidelines to let you know whether that is in fact happening. With apologies to my friend, Jeff Foxworthy, for borrowing his format. Might be getting old. If you have to lie down and rest for half an hour after taking a shower, you might be getting old. If you remember the Braves playing baseball in Milwaukee, the Hawks playing basketball in St. Louis, the Colts playing football in Baltimore, but don't know what you were doing or where you were this morning, might be getting old. If you grunt more than twice while putting on your shoes, might be getting old. If the news gets you aroused and porn puts you to sleep, might be getting old. If a friend wants to meet you for drinks at 11 and you just assume he means AM, might be getting old. Or you're in Wisconsin. If you hear somebody in their 30s or 40s complain about getting old, and you just want to say, fuck you, you have no idea. Might be getting old. If you take Viagra, just to keep from accidentally rolling off the bed at night, Definitely getting old. Well, I want to thank you for getting a little bit older with me tonight. Thank you very much.